Good morning children, I am Vishnu, your physics teacher. In today's class I am going to teach the 12th standard physics for you. The topic is superposition principle. The given problem is there are 4 charges Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4 are placed in a circle. Each charge is having the magnitude of Q1 is equal to Q2 is equal to Q3 is equal to Q4 is equal to 1 microcoulomb. The value of each charge is 1 microcoulomb, which means 1 into 10 to the power of minus 6 coulombs. So we have to find the total force acting on the charge 1, which means the Q1. If you have 2 charges alone, you can use the Coulomb's law. But in this case, we are having 3 charges here. So 3 charges gives the force on Q1. So we have to use the superposition principle. Superposition principle is nothing but the total force acting on the charge Q1 is a vector sum of the forces due to the other 3 charges. So we can write the total force acting on the first charge F1 vector total is equal to, see, the force on the first charge due to the second charge is given by F12, which means the force on the first charge due to the second charge plus F13 vector, which means force on the first charge due to the third charge. Then another one is there. So F14 vector, which means the force on the first charge due to the fourth charge. We can draw the forces. First, let us take the charge Q2. Each of the charges are separated by the radius of 1 meter. This is given in the problem. So the radius of the circle is 1 meter. Here, the force will be in this direction. This is F12 vector, which means the force on the first charge due to the second charge. The force is from the charge Q2 to Q1. So the force will be in this direction. And another charge is here. The charge Q4 is here. It gives the force on Q1 in this direction. This is force 14 vector. Here Q2 and Q4 having the same value and the same distance. How can you find out the distance between the charges? Here 1 meter, here also 1 meter. So this distance will be, according to Pythagoras theorem, root 2 meters. Then here also root 2 meters. So we can say easily the distance between the 2 charges Q1 and Q2 equal to Q1 and Q4. The length of the F12 vector is equal to the F14 vector, which means the force due to the second charge on first charge is equal to the force on the first charge due to the fourth charge. The lengths are equal because same magnitude and same distance. So same force will be acting on the charge Q1 due to the other 2 charges. Now here another charge is here Q3. It will give a minimum force only, F13 vector, because the charge is too apart from the charge Q1. Here 2 meters. So when the distance increases, the force will be decreased. You know that? So F13 vector will have the minimum magnitude. So we have to find the magnitude of the force first. So first we can find the force value on the first charge due to the third charge. You can use the Coulomb's law. F vector is equal to K Q1 Q3 by R31 square. This is according to the Coulomb's law. So the value of K, the constant value is 9 into 10 to the power of 9. Value of Q1 and Q3 are same. So 1 into 10 to the power of minus 6 into 1 into 10 to the power of minus 6. Then the distance between the charges Q1 and Q3 is 2 meter. So 2 square is equal to 9 into 10 to the power of 9 into 10 to the power of minus 6 minus 12 by 4. So 2 4s are 8. 2.25 into 10 to the power of minus 3 Newton. This is the value of F13. Then the magnitude of F12 is equal to K Q1 Q2 by R square. The value of K is 9 into 10 to the power of 9. Value of Q1 and Q2 are equal. So 1 into 10 to the power of minus 6, then 1 into 10 to the power of minus 6 divided by the square of the distance between the two charges is root 2 square. So 9 into 10 to the power of 9 into 10 to the power of minus 12 by 2. Therefore 4.5 into 10 to the power of minus 3 Newton. This is the value of F12 as well as F14 also. Because force on the first charge due to the second charge is equal to the force on the first charge due to the fourth charge. Here you can use the direction also. So you can put I cap because F13 is acting in the positive x-axis. So you can use I cap here and here also. So you can put I cap. Then we have to discuss them in their component also. In the components, see here, according to the geometry, the angle between these two is 45 degree. You know that? So you can take this part alone. Take this to here. This is the charge Q1. This is the positive x direction and this is positive y direction. So the force F13 acting this side, F13 vector. Now F12 vector acting here. And here F14 vector is acting. So when you classify into their components, theta is here. So in this direction, F12 cos theta will be taken, and in this direction, F12 sin theta will be taken. As well as here F14 vector, its cos value will be taken, and in this direction F14 sin theta will be taken. So first in the form of components, you can see the first F12 vector. F12 vector is classified How it's classified? Here, see here. F, two components are there. F12 cos theta and F12 sin theta. The F12 vector is classified in these two categories only. We have to put this symbol here or sign here. First, F12 cos theta. F12 cos theta is in the positive x direction. So, the symbol is positive. Its yield vector is I cap because it is in the positive x direction. So F12 vector cos theta I cap. Then here F12 sin theta. F12 sin theta is in the negative y direction. So j cap minus will be taken because you know that this is x axis and this is y axis. If the component is taken in the x direction, positive x direction, then the symbol will be, the unit vector will be plus I. If it is negative axis, minus I cap. As well as here plus j cap, here minus j cap. So see here the F12 cos theta is positive x direction. So positive symbol, positive I cap. Here F12 sin theta is in the negative y direction. So negative j cap. We can put the values here. F12 vector is equal to, the value of F12 vector is, and we will find out that 4.5 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Then here cos theta, cos 45 degree minus, here F12, value of F12 is 4.5 into 10 to the power of minus 3 into sin theta, sin 45 degree into j cap. So 4.5 into 10 to the power of minus 3, value of cos 45 is 1 by root 2 minus 4.5 into 10 to the power of minus 3 into sin, see here, sin 45 degree 1 by root 2, here j cap, here I cap, here also I cap. See children, the same values are here. Here there is a minus symbol, but you can subtract each other because here the symbol is I cap, here j cap. So you can subtract it. So this is the value of F12 vector. Then F13 vector, you know what's the value of F13? See here, 2.25 into 10 to the power minus 3. 2.25 into 10 to the power minus 3 I cap Newton. Here also we can put the symbol Newton. You have to put in a capital letter only. Then as well as F14 vector. See the different element is here. You know the value of F12 vector and F14 vector is equal. But in the case of components, their values may be changed. Now see how it changes. In the case of F14 vector, how it is classified? F14 cos theta as well as F14 sin theta. See here, children, the value of F14 cos theta is in the positive x direction. So you have to put the positive symbol here. So positive x axis, unit vector will be I cap. F14 sin theta is in the positive y axis. So j cap plus. Once again you can see here children, the length of the magnitude of the force must be concentrated. See here, this is the value of F13 vector. it is smaller than other two forces. We have to concentrate on it. So the F14 vector is equal to F14 cos theta I cap plus F14 sin theta j cap. The value of F14 is, we already found it, 4.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 I cap. So here cos theta is here. So cos 45 degree I cap plus F14 4.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 sin 45 degree into j cap. So 4.5 into 10 to the power minus 3, value of cos 45 is 1 by root 2 I cap plus 4.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 sin 45 value is 1 by root 2 j cap. So this is the value of F14 vector. So now we are going to find the total force. Total force is equal to F12 vector plus F13 vector plus F14 vector. So here we are having the value of F12 vector is equal to F12 cos theta I cap minus F12 sin theta j cap plus F13 I cap. Then value of F14 is F14 cos theta I cap plus F14 sin theta j cap. So you can separate the components of I and j separately. So we can write F12 cos theta I cap plus F13 I cap plus F14 cos theta I cap. Then plus minus F12 sin theta j cap plus F14 sin theta j cap. So see here, F12 cos theta I cap, F13 I cap, F14 cos theta I cap, they are in the same component I cap. So you can add it separately as well as the j cap. See here, F14 sin theta and F12 sin theta. See here, F14 is equal to F12. So the value of F12 and F14 equal. So you can say F14 sin theta and F12 sin theta are equal, but they are in opposite direction, so they cancel each other. So F12 sin theta, F14 sin theta, both values are equal, but the directions are different, so they cancel each other. Then you can write the total force is equal to F12 cos theta I cap plus F13 I cap plus F14 cos theta I cap. Now we are having the value of F12. What is the value of F12? So F12 cos theta I cap, F13 I cap plus F14 cos theta I cap. The value of F12 is 4.5 into 10 to the power minus 3. Cos 45 value is 1 by root 2 plus F13 value is 2.25 into 10 to the power minus 3 plus F14 value 4.5 into 10 to the power minus 3. Cos 45 value is 1 by root 2 into I cap. So you can take out the value of 10 to the power of minus 3 from the out of the bracket. So 4.5 into 1 by root 2 plus 2.25 plus 4.5 into 1 by root 2 into 10 to the power of minus 3 I cap. We can put the symbol Newton also because the unit of force is Newton. Here 4.5 by root 2 plus 2.25 plus 4.5 by root 2 into 10 to the power of minus 3. So you can write, add these two numbers first. The LCM is root 2. 4.5 plus 4.5 is 9 plus 2.25 into 10 to the power of minus 3 I cap. So you can simplify like this: 9 by root 2 plus 2.25 into 10 to the power of minus 3 I cap already found here. So 9 by root 2 into root 2 by root 2. You can use this format into 10 to the power of minus 3 I cap. So 9 root 2 by 2 plus 2.25 into 10 to the power of minus 3 I cap. So 4.5 into value of root 2 is 1.414 plus 2.25 into 10 to the power of minus 3 I cap. So you can multiply them and add 2.25. The value is found as. So the total force value is 8.61 into 10 to the power of minus 3 I cap Newton. So this is the total force acting on the first charge due to the other three charges. Thank you, children.